welcome back everyone. In this live development video about building an auto battle game. In this video we're going to work on unit avoidance, and so better kill feed, we've done that, and I'm finding myself in a bug where I can't focus the Unreal project, and if it happens to you, you just have to right click on this and hit restore and it's gonna work. So we're gonna work on unit avoidance. So first thing we're going to do is open up our BP unit, and I think we're actually going to build a little logic that modifies our capsule based on a value we put in our units folder, in our units here, our units structure. So let's add a new variable called capsule collision size, and it's gonna be 50 by default. What is it by default here? 60. We're gonna put this to 60 by default and compile the unit. We expect to not have any bug there, we hope. Yes, we don't. And when we grab our when we actually extract data from raw, we're also gonna set our capsule radius to that value in here, like this. We don't want to update the overlap event, we don't care for now. So we'll set this, and actually we'll put this to like 80 by default. So this should have been notified in our data folder. I think if we open this up, our grunt by default it has 80 collision size. And what happens if we fight? They're a little bit less, but they're like still way on top of each other. So we're gonna say 110. The mage is 80, the warrior 80, the wolf rider we're gonna say 120, the ranger okay, the knight we're gonna say 120. And in order for this to work, we need to put our capsule half height to 1. We actually need to put this to the maximum value we're going to choose for our radius here. So I think we're gonna say like 160, and the mesh is gonna be like minus 160 in Z, and we hope it didn't break anything here. No, it did not. So we're adding our units there, hitting the plus button. So yeah, they are well less, but they're still bugging, and this one is not attacking. They are blocking each other. So that guy won, apparently, one way or another. And we're gonna add some kind of RV avoidance here. And I think we have an issue regarding navigation mesh, I think. We're gonna look for, we need to know where it is set up. Yep, in here, nav agent radius. I think we want to update that. I'm not sure if we can. When we actually set up our nav agent, we can't update that. We can only hope that it's automatically being updated when we modify the capsule radius. -1 means it's updating automatically, but we can only wish that it does. What if we open up our combat unit? So we want this to use the RV avoidance, and we're gonna put this to 0.5 for now, and we're gonna see what it does. We'll see a major difference, I think. Yeah. It's way too large of an avoidance radius, and it's way too strong. I don't know if down is strong. If 0.2 is greater than 0.5, for instance, I don't know. Oh yeah, we have only big one. That's what we want. We'll see how it behave. Well, it behaved a little bit better, but they're still trying to avoid. I think they're still avoiding their dead teammates. I'm not sure. Or they are trying to avoid each other. No, they were trying to avoid their teammate here. So I think we'll just do something real quick. When we set their unit states unpooled, in here I think we want to say sets group to avoid, set group to ignore, I mean group mask. We want to make avoidance map. So we want this. We want to, so by default, what group are they in? If we check the R view avoidance, I think they are in the group 0. So they are in the group 0. So when they die, we want them to ignore the group 0. When they die, when they are pooled. So when they die, not when they are pooled. On death, we want them to ignore this, and we want them to take it into account when they revive, like this. So how does it behave? Oh yeah, that's nuts. So it can't move past this guy. Doesn't seem to be working. Blue have won, right? We don't want these units. We want more melee units, I guess. They're all melee. We want more. Yeah, we wanted bigger units. We want to do something like this. So that guy is in trouble. There are all many guys, many people. Oh, they are in trouble. These guys. And we are not rotating our unit towards its target, whereas we should. So I think we'll just write it down here. Rotates unit for attack. So it's not really convincing what's going on there. We can reduce this and we can put it down once more. Oh yeah, maybe we have actually to increase it a bit. I'm really not convinced about this. I'm afraid it will end up a bit like this if we don't do anything more to improve the logic. So yeah, it's really not convincing. They are all trying to fight the same unit, and they pack onto one another. So I think there's something to be done with our unit selection logic, but we're not gonna improve this right now. We're gonna try one last thing here. Problem might be that we should only be avoiding our own units, maybe. We're not updating the target when they are moving, else that unit should be hitting this one. I think that's another issue here. We're gonna put it down, update targets, while AI moves. So I think we're gonna be fine with this, because lots of the issue we're having are also related to the two other videos we need to make, the two other stuff we've found. The fact that units are not updating their targets while they move. But it's way better now anyway. We can clearly see here that they're not being correctly updating. They're not correctly updating their RVO avoidance. This is clearly not working. And what if we try the other way around? When we die, we should no longer be on that list, and when we revive, we should. Oh yeah, we need to plug our character movement. And if we're hitting play and trying this out, oh, we made this bug. We managed to make this bug. I think it comes from our drag logic. We'll just set this here. Drag logic can make hosted units no longer interactable. Well, we won't take care of this for now, so we're fine with that setup. So do they manage to pass through each other? No, they can't. We can see here they can't. They don't manage to. And if we remove the RVO avoidance, I think they will pass through each other. I think it doesn't come from the capsule. No, it clearly doesn't come from the capsule, because these guys pass through that guy. But it wasn't clear, so we just want to make sure it was the case. So I think we need to do something like this. Yeah, they are passing through this. So blue won, we're good about this. Okay, so what do we do now? I think I found someday I already found some kind of dirty workaround regarding the RVO avoidance not working, but I don't remember which one it was. Maybe we're gonna try this one out before calling it done. So when we revive, we belong to that group, and when we die, we no longer belong to that group. Yep, that's it that we want to try. So there's gonna be one guy, and then several guys, and then the one guy are gonna get slaughtered, and we want to see them pass through that. It seems like it's working. So the last one worked, apparently. So we're kinda happy about this. We're just gonna make one last try. Like this. Yep, they're managing to get to pass through the units, and they're still avoiding each other, so it's ugly, but we don't care for now. So we'll just reduce the strength of the RVO avoidance a bit. We'll just say that, for example, like this and like that, and we're gonna hit compile, and we're gonna call this done. So it's going to wrap up that video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.